Thursday, June 10th, 1999. To the outside world, that day came and went like any other. Nothing major happened. No scientific breakthroughs. No great discoveries. It wasn't until later that June 10th became a day to remember. A day when the Chinese Communist regime created a Gestapo-style secret police agency with the mission to destroy Falun Gong.
It's truly like they're ghosts and demons, just a group of demons there.
An agency named after the 10th day of the 6th month, 610. This program attempts to answer the question, what has China done to Falun Gong practitioners?
The most diabolical kinds of tortures that the human mind can contrive.
The painful screams of the practitioners lasted all night.
And how have they done it?
There are 610 branch offices in almost every level of government. This organization is above the law.
It's a terror state. China's today is a terror state.
These documents are from the local 610 office in northeast China's Tangshan City. Published 5 years ago in the Epoch Times newspaper, they describe a new campaign to transform Falun Gong practitioners in China, codenamed Spring Thunder.
This is the core of the whole persecution.
According to the US government, transformation is a kind of ideological reprogramming. And the 610 office transforms Falun Gong practitioners by forcing them to denounce Falun Gong, to sign statements promising not to practice, to turn in their Falun Gong books and materials, to expose and help transform other practitioners, and to give false confessions.
The purpose of the torture is to extract false confessions from them, linking Falun Gong to violent activity, anti-China activity, criminal activity, in order to justify their persecution. It's about selling the persecution both to the people in China and to the outside world.
The first thing that happened after they were detained was a physical. There was a body search and a physical examination.
Han Guangsheng is the former chief of the Shenyang Justice Bureau. He ran 4 labor camps and 2 prisons in Shenyang, including this one. 4 years ago, he told NTD about the Falun Gong practitioners who were held there. At the time, he only spoke on condition of anonymity, but he has since revealed his identity.
Afterwards, they were forced to read anti-Falun Gong newspapers, then watch anti-Falun Gong news reports and other programs that were against Falun Gong. This is how they were re-educated.
But refusing to transform, refusing to sign the paper, can lead to a lot of trouble.
At the time, according to what I know, the most severe persecution of Falun Gong occurred at Liaoning Province's Masanja labor camp.
The Masanja labor camp is infamous in China for torturing people to death. But it was considered very successful by 610 higher-ups because of its high transformation rate. And Han was ordered to send a representative to Masanja to learn from their transformation experiences.
After he came back, he told me he only learned one thing from Masanja: electric cattle prods. And he said we should use them too. I said, absolutely not.
But Han's labor camp did end up using electric batons. One of the most public faces of the persecution, Gao Zhongzhong, died after being repeatedly tortured with electric batons at Han's Longsheng labor camp.
今天是2004年5月25号，我现在身受重伤，在沈阳第一医科大学 5克2病房，现在门外有4个警察在看着我。
After Gao's pictures gained international attention, she was taken back into custody. She died on June 16th, 2005. But Han had long since quit his job and defected to Canada.
I saw this on the internet later on, and saw that her face had black burnt spots. I was really shocked.
Pictures of Masanjia labor camp and other well-known labor camps and prisons in China show impressive modern facilities. But experts say it's a mask used to disguise what goes on inside.
China has, managed to put the little wrapping on the bomb, and is keeping it concealed and hidden. They torture people in places that have little Christmas wrapping. It looks very nice, the pink and the purple and whatnot. It looks very pretty, but it's just wrapping, because inside that wrapping, there is a bomb.
Today, the 610 office is basically an open secret. It goes by many different names, and it's expanded its persecution to underground Christians and other religious dissidents.
Many religious followers are treated the same as Falun Gong, but internationally they have not created as big a stir, so it's hidden deeper.
Hao Fengjun is a former state security officer of the Tianjin City 610 office.
My office was in charge of the relationships between the different branches and the movement of personnel.
Hao had a desk job and didn't see much action. But that changed one night when he was called in to dress the wounds of a Falun Gong practitioner who had been beaten in custody.
One night, after a heavy snowfall, I got a call from the office telling me to bring a female police officer to the Nankai Public Security Bureau. When I got there, they told me to go to the interrogation room. Nothing else was said. As soon as I went in, there was an old woman in there crying by herself. We were told to look at her injuries. My colleague and I were out of uniform because we had just come from the city bureau, so the woman told us that a police officer had beaten and injured her. She asked me and the female police officer to look at her back, and I saw that both of her shoulders were beaten to a black-purple color, and there were 2 gashes.
Moved by what he saw, Hao eventually decided to break from the 610 office and leave China.